Skuzu Zongola. First of all, I would like to apologize again. I know all of my lives start with an apology, but right now, because Facebook seems to have a new feature, I don't know whether it's broadcasting simultaneously on Changse Monday as well or not. But this was supposed to be a Bodhi Tree Bhutan live, but yeah, as I was about to go live, I saw that there is a cross promotional or posting feature, so I think this is simultaneously going live on Changse Monday as well. So first of all, I want to apologize to the vegans who are watching this, because yeah, I'm sorry, I am wearing this this is normally what I wear in winter when I do my prayer sessions, and I don't know if it's yak wool or if it's sheep wool, but yeah, it was a gift to me a long time ago, almost like 10-15 years ago. And at that point in time, I hadn't started Changse Monday, so I had no knowledge of what vegan life was all about. So my apologies, but if it's a consolation, yeah, it's been over 7 years now that I don't purchase any animal products. But anyway, this is not about Changse Monday, but I just wanted to get that clear. What this is actually about is because today my prayer session didn't go the way, I mean, like in a sense, yeah, not that it always does as well also, but today I was just overwhelmed by the reaction and the feedback and the overall people's, I don't know if I can call it concern, because it seems more like interest in the Israeli-Gaza Palestine conflict that's taking place right now, which directly or indirectly affects all of us. And this is not exactly like a response, but more of a clarification with regard to the fact that I had posted a poem which I had composed for the ongoing situation in Gaza, in the Middle East, and the photo that I used when I posted that poem here in Bodhi Tree, Bhutan, as well as, I don't know if I shared it on Changse Monday on Facebook, but I'm pretty sure I did it on the Instagram page of Changse Monday. And the picture which I had used for that poem, I believe, was a mother and a child who were of Palestine origin, or the clothes that they were wearing were Palestinian. And because of that, I got, can't say a lot, but a few, there was a lot of reaction, most of it positive, but other than that, there were a few people who made it a point. I first of all want to thank you for having taken the time to have read the poem, and secondly to have contacted either on the post itself, or some of the comments were made as a DM or as an inbox message. And just wanted to clarify that where Bodhi Tree Bhutan as well as Changse Monday, where we stand with regard to Gaza, Palestine, Israel, or for that matter even Ukraine and Russia, is we don't stand with either anyone in particular, in a sense that we stand with everyone. Because unlike most of us who I don't know what lessons we learned from the pandemic that we just emerged out, for me it feels like it was just yesterday. But at that point in time, I don't know if it was the WHO or whoever it was, whether it was who or whoever it was, that there was a statement which went around which said that no one is safe until everyone is safe. And in Changse Monday as well as in Bodhi Tree Bhutan, the message that we are always trying to propagate at the heart of it all is hashtag all life is precious. And I feel that, and I think it's very important for us as we in Bhutan are preparing for celebration for the National Day, and then we have a very big day coming with the election, that we cannot be complacent and insensitive to what is happening in the Middle East. But at the same time, we must not forget that there is something happening up in the north as well, in Russia and Ukraine. And simultaneously, there are many conflicts and issues happening in Africa, in the US, even here in Bhutan itself. And there are many people who are saying that, you know, some Bhutanese journalists are being extra passionate about the Israel-Palestine issue. I don't think that's true. Some people also say that we have so many issues here in Bhutan, and why aren't we focusing on that and talking about Israel and Palestine? And to that, I would go back to what I just said, that, you know, it is one Earth. It is our planet. I think at the end of the day, if we don't see that all life is precious, it's very difficult to navigate through life. Having said that, I would also want to say that Nachirana Drugi Akabna Chetam Yuduzumbe, Sha Doji Sembalu Dongo, Dalu Nutna Thailu Jabgoi, Selablu Zumbe, and to translate it to the Western audience of people who don't speak Songkha, is the fact that if you turn your face towards one direction, you'll be turning obviously your back towards the other direction. And in that same light, I would also like to maybe not caution, but remind my journalist friends and whoever is passionate about the conflict that I cannot imagine what must be going through the Palestinian side of the story. But in the same light, I can't also accept that all Israelis are evil. In the same light that what's happening in the Ukraine-Russia situation as well also, it's wrong what Russia is doing, or people in the power. I think the correct word or term would be that people in power in Russia are doing to people in Ukraine. Because at the end of the day, I have Russian friends, I have Israeli friends, I have Palestinian friends, and I don't know, another translation that I will have to do is that, because the human body is not made of glass or it's not transparent, we don't know what the person is thinking from inside. But my interaction with Israelis, Palestinians, Ukrainian, or with Russian seems that, at the end of the day, like the Buddha Dharma teaches, it's inherently everybody is good. And that's what I like to think, and that's how living this life and how I navigate through life becomes easier. The danger that I see with my inexperience, if I can call it that, is the fact that once we start saying that down with Israel or down with Russia, then at the end of the day, it only fuels the xenophobia, the kind of subtle racism that we find here in Bhutan, because Bhutan at the end of the day, for its gross national happiness philosophy and being the last Vajrayana country and all of that, Bhutanese are humans. So we also have our own set of evils and, like our whatever desires, the 5 so-called poisons. If it wasn't there, then we wouldn't have a religious practice to keep us on line with that. So I just wanted to clarify that the stand of Changse Mande, or be it Bodhi Tree Bhutan, and everything that I do is that we stand with all life is precious. And the poem which I had composed, you can find it on the wall on Bodhi Tree Bhutan or in the gallery on our Instagram with regard to both Bodhi Tree Bhutan and as well as with Changse Mande. It was written from a place where I was not saying that Israel is right or Palestine is right. It was coming from a humanitarian side of how I feel, and I like whatever I shared right now, because at the end of the day, it is one planet. It is our planet. I mean, so many astronauts, even people from science, have gone out on their spaceships and looked back and saw that how insignificant we are in the grander scheme of things. And at the end of the day, one image. Today I couldn't do my prayer properly because this Gaza, Palestine, this Israel, the Ukraine, everything, Russia, just kept coming on in my head, and I just needed to get this off my chest that, we don't stand. One way you can look at it is that we don't stand with anyone, or the other way you can look at it is we stand with everyone. Because at the end of the day, it's like I said, during the pandemic, the coronavirus didn't differentiate between Israeli, Palestine, or Ukraine, or Russia, or Bhutan, or Chinese, or African, or American. So I think it's about time, because for me personally, I myself, I'm in this journey of I'm going blind. The past month has been especially difficult, but what has kept me in line is my practice, my Buddhism, and love of friends and families who have found their time to come and meet me, and those who haven't also, I know that you have nothing but love for me, and I want to send a shout out and love back to all of you. And so that's where it's at. I just want to remind my journalists and other well-wishers or concerned people who are, when you're making posts about Israel or Palestine or Russia or Ukraine, to bear in mind that we don't feel the xenophobia which is already there. Because at the end of the day, if you look at the American elections,